In this video, we're going to be using the conjugate zeros theorem to find all the zeros of a polynomial. So what that means is that we're going to be given a complex zero like 1 plus 2i, and we need to know that if that's a zero, then 1 minus 2i is also a zero. Okay, so we'll multiply those together and we'll use long division to get what's left and see what we can do with the rest. All right, so we got x minus 1 plus 2i is our first factor, and then x minus 1 minus 2i is our second factor. Okay, so let's multiply this all out. X times x is x squared. X times this term is negative x times 1 minus 2i. X times this term is negative x times, and then the last two terms multiplied will be positive because it's a negative times a negative, and it's 1 plus 2i times 1 minus 2i. Okay, now we can clean this up a little bit. We have x squared minus, I'm distributing, x plus 2ix, that's both of those, minus x minus 2ix, it takes care of both of those. And then this is a difference of squares. A plus b, a minus b becomes a squared minus b squared. Okay, so this will be plus 1 squared minus 2i squared. Alright, so let's cancel out these two middle terms. We get x squared, combine our x's, minus 2x. And then these two, looks like they're going to be numbers. That's going to be 1 minus 4i squared, which is going to be 1 minus 4 times negative 1. That's 1 plus 4, that's 5. Okay, so plus 5. Alright, so now that we have the quadratic, we're going to divide it into this cubic, and what's left will be the rest of the problem. Okay, so x squared minus 2x plus 5 divides into x cubed minus 3x squared plus 7x minus 5. Alright, so long division. What do I multiply x squared by to get x cubed? X. And then multiply all three of these terms by x. So x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x. Okay, remember to change your signs. Okay, so this will become minus, this will become plus, and this will become minus. I usually circle my signs afterward to remind myself that I have already done it. Okay, so this goes away. This becomes negative x squared. This becomes 2x, and then I drop my minus 5. Okay, and let's see. So what do I multiply x squared by to get negative x squared? Well, that'll be a negative 1. Okay, so that'll give me negative x squared plus 2x minus 5. And remember to change the signs. So this becomes plus, minus, plus. And when you do that, all three of these terms cancel out, which that was what we were hoping for. So you get 0, and your other factor is x minus 1. So completely factored, you're going to get, well, there's two different ways of writing this. You could write it in factor form like this, and then just use the x minus 1. So one way of writing it would be x minus 1 times x minus 1 plus 2i, and then x minus 1 minus 2i. Or you could write it this way, x minus 1 times x squared minus 2x plus 5. Remember, this is this stuff multiplied through. Okay. All right, let's do another one. Okay, so this time we have p of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x squared plus 16, and we're given that 2 plus 2i is a 0. Okay, so complex conjugate theorem tells us that 2 minus 2i is also a 0. So we'll start just like we did the last one. Do x minus 2 plus 2i, and then x minus 2 minus 2i. Okay, let's multiply this through. So x squared minus x times 2 minus 2i. That's this times this. And then this one times this one would be negative x because of this. 2 plus 2i. Okay, and then the last one, they're both negative, so that goes positive, and it'll be 2 plus 2i, 2 minus 2i. Okay, let's distribute through. X squared minus 2x plus 2ix minus 2x minus 2ix. This is a difference of squares. Okay, so a plus b, a minus b. So it's the first term squared minus the second term squared. So it'll be 2 squared minus 2i squared. Alright, cancel those two terms. So you get x squared minus 4x. That's this term and this term. And then this, let's see, this becomes 4 minus 4i squared, which becomes 4 plus 4, which becomes 8, because I squared is negative 1. So plus 8. Okay. And now we can use long division. Now we could try to factor that. If we wanted to, we could try factoring that. But I don't think there's two numbers that multiply to get 8 that add to get negative 4. Okay. So let's just go ahead and... oh, actually, I don't know what I was talking about. This doesn't need to be factored. This is what we just found. But we do need to divide it into this. Okay, so using long division, x squared minus 4x plus 8. Long division into x cubed minus 2x squared plus 0x plus 16. Why did I put the 0x? Well, because I was missing it, so I had to put a placeholder. Alright, so let's see what we get. What do we multiply x squared by to get x cubed? That's x. So let's multiply it through. X cubed minus 4x squared plus 8x. Remember to change your signs. Plus and minus. Okay, so this becomes 0. This one becomes 2x squared minus 8x plus 16. Okay. Now let's multiply, or let's what do we multiply x squared by to get 2x squared? That's a 2. So 2x squared, multiplying it through, minus 8x plus 16. Remember to change your signs. So minus, plus, minus, all that goes to 0, which is what we had hoped for. Okay, so you get x plus 2 is your final factor, times x squared minus 4x plus 8. That's one way of writing it. If you want to write it completely factored using the complex factors, it would be x plus 2 times x minus 2 plus 2i, x minus 2 minus 2i. Okay, so that's completely factored using the complex zeros there. Okay, and that's it.